trip is over. I look and I feel like a hot mess. It was a whole lot of driving. Yesterday was the biggest driving day. I think it was like 12 and a half.
Well, at least yesterday was the most off-road day.
Yeah,
Pavement day.
So we got really dirty yesterday. I didn't plan on getting the Jeep that dirty. We were doing really good till we hit the swamp.
Yeah.
And the tiniest mud holes were deep. Not deep, but just hitting the dirt, I guess, was just splattering. The mud tires just started splattering it all over the Jeep, but there was tons of swamp. A lot of swamp.
Yep.
I had to put bug spray all over the Jeep to keep the bugs out of my Jeep. And otherwise, it rained a little bit, but nothing crazy.
And now I'm going through Google Maps, trying to find all them cars and trucks I saw.
Yeah, the line of Yodas. There was a line of old Toyotas, there was Mustangs.
Jeeps,
old
Mustangs,
Chevys.
square bodies, Fords,
It's
tractors,
crazy.
bulldozers, just abandoned. And, I mean, just out in the middle of nowhere as a vehicle.
And I think that's what took us the longest, is because we're very slow rolling. I'm sure there's plenty of other overlanders that move real quick
Yeah.
through this all, but we literally were at like 10 to 15 mile per hour. Maybe 10, sometimes 20. I don't think I ever came out of third gear when we're on the dirt roads. Maybe one or two roads I went into like fourth or fifth, but
Not very often.
I mean, I literally stayed in like third gear,
Yeah.
just slow rolling so we can check out the farms and tons of cows. Deer were a lot of
You
in
want
the
to be on
beginning.
YouTube, Gotti. This is Gina's little dog.
Yeah, that's my little dog. My big dog's in the house. But yeah, so it was fun. I'm really looking forward to doing the other end. It got really hot and muggy as we hit south. So.
It was beautiful when we started, but then it got yucky.
But we did the most of the miles because the top end, which we've seen plenty of
Yeah.
with all our hikes and all, but it's shorter mileage on the top end. It was long.
And a lot of crazy towns.
Yeah, there was nothing. Definitely be prepared. Definitely top off gas whenever you pass the gas station, for sure. I'm used to doing that just because you just never know, because there was,
nothing.
yeah, you would get to a town, it was just a ghost town.
Yeah, like maybe
Like-
a gas station.
Yeah, don't do it without food.
Definitely.
Don't do it without food, water, and fuel. Cigarettes if you smoke, because you're going to go without for a while
Yeah.
in
And
that
you're-
lower end.
And a couple of the nights we ran late, so everything closes like 7, 8 o'clock out there in the boonies.
Yeah, we were doing
Yeah.
good. We were doing good on the top of it
Yeah.
when we left from here. I'm going to say top end because it's not the shore end. It's the midsection.
Middle of the state.
Yeah, in the middle of the state. We were hitting nice gas stations, and then yeah, once we got past, after we came back around to like
Columbia.
26, yeah, going
20.
down towards Columbia, yeah, it just got like a ghost town. There was nothing at all. But it's crazy. You'd just be driving out of nowhere in the middle of the forest. There's a house, a mansion.
Drive for 5 miles through the woods, and all of a sudden there's a house.
Yeah, so
Why would you want to live way out here?
quiet.
That's a long drive to go to the store
Yeah. So I mean.
on a crappy road.
Sightseeing, I wouldn't say sightseeing, it's not like the mountain views or anything, but it's if you're into looking at old stuff and just being in the forest.
Old towns, old houses.
Yeah, if you're just into the farm, the cows, we had some deer run across, well, quite a few deer run across us, whether we were, no matter where we were, we had deer,
A lot of deer.
a lot of cows and horses.
I think I saw a black fox. I'm pretty sure it was.
We did not see an alligator. I was looking for alligators. We did not see an alligator. And then I don't even know, the last hour of it, it was pretty dark. Going through
Saw
the
a
wood.
turtle.
No, you killed a turtle. You totally killed a turtle. I guess he was too close up my butt, so when I avoided it, he didn't know what I was avoiding, and he stayed straight. So that sort of upset me. Turkeys, lots of turkeys.
Yeah.
Tons of turkeys in the road, and then the vultures were dangerous.
Yeah.
The vultures, they weren't giving up. They didn't want you to pass by if they were in the middle of the dirt eating their prey, because is it prey?
Right.
Is it prey?
Oh, roadkill.
No, they're roadkill. They weren't moving. They weren't moving out of the way, the vultures. I was like literally like ready, and then they would fly up, but they kept dodging in front of the Jeep, like flying back and forth. Like I thought one was gonna come in the Jeep or hit the windshield, and they were humongous. So a lot of vultures, tons of turkeys, chickens in the road.
Yeah.
The one dude, the one chicken waited last minute, and we basically bumper on top of him like at this slow roll until he finally decided to stop eating whatever he was eating and get out of the road.
A lot of cows.
Yeah, the cows are funny. I always think the cows are funny, even when we hike. They sort of give us this look like, what the hell are you doing out here? Why are you here? And why are you making all that noise?
It just amazes me, all the empty space, and then there'll be a house. Or this humongous warehouse. We were down in the swamps I don't know where we were. And also we come on the dead end road, it said pavement ends, the road turned to the left, and there's a warehouse the size of the mall. And we get around the front of the warehouse, and it's a Tupperware factory. In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And I will say, I mean, it was, we didn't plan on sleeping really, except for the first night, because we were starting at nighttime to get to the stop point. So we camped at the first night, right, basically there at trail. Everything else we didn't plan. You can't plan it because you don't know how long it's going to take, and then you're not going to enjoy it. So if you do plan, because I think we were going to stay at like Elmwood, and we would have had to race through everything like really fast, and that would have been boring. So I think the not planning where to sleep was better. I mean, it worked out for us. I will say in the lower end though, it's still warm, the temperatures. I wouldn't sleep down in the swamp area until the temperature, unless it's cool down there, because it was hot, muggy, and buggy going through there. Not comfortable for us. I think Collinton State Park was probably the lowest I would have slept unless we were like on the beach and
A lot of hunters.
yeah, we could have stayed at Adesto Beach, closer to the waterline, but you know what? We weren't making it. We were tired by the time we got to Collinton. We were like, we're done. And it was dark. And then you miss everything driving in the dark.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely 12-hour days driving. But we did, that whole section, I never clocked the miles. But we left here Friday night to the starting point. So we started technically Saturday morning, and we ended Monday.
Late.
We got back here like 9:30. So we ended Monday. I'm sure if we did the upper end at the same time, if we would have went through the forest roads up there, Greenville, above Greenville and all, we probably would have been not back in until Wednesday.
Yeah, end of the week.
It probably would have been another 2 days. Not a lot of hardball. I thought there was going to be a lot more hardball. The hardball really came after,
I thought there was a lot of hard.
not until the end, getting out, like coming back up,
There's a lot of hard.
leaving there, being on 501 and 41. I didn't think there was, I thought that there was a lot of hardball switching to get to the next dirt road, but I thought there was more dirt road than, I don't think there was that much hardball. Well, you're counting those back road pavements when they were all cracky and,
Yeah.
because, I mean, that was pavement, but that technically wasn't a pavement. It wasn't like a highway. As far as being on the highway, our Jeeps, we're not busting over 55 with our mud tires out there, so it's not a comfortable ride. We're not made to overland. We're made to off-road. So we're not busting over 55. None of the highways were over 55. I think there was one section that was like 60. Yeah, sections of it. But otherwise, everything else was basically 55 or less.
Yep.
So it wasn't bad. But I mean, if you're driving obviously one of these new overland, Toyotas are big for the overland, and
It's all about the smiles,
JKs,
not the
JLs,
miles.
yeah. I wouldn't have took. We said it in one section. I was like, oh, the expedition would have went through this real quick, and then we got to the one area where if you didn't reroute and went down this dirt road, just the center of the grass was so high that the expedition would have been scraping through it all, or they got real narrow
Grass ain't
trees.
gonna hurt it.
No, but you didn't know what's in the middle of it,
Yeah.
And then the trees that got real close, there was a couple of areas the trees were hitting the Jeep, so
In the washed out road.
yeah. And then definitely when we got to the washout, like we would have had to back up and get out of there and then go around because those ruts were some of them was pretty deep. And
Yep.
I'm not putting my Expedition in the mud like that. I mean, there's a picture of the Jeep. You'll see how muddy it was, and we weren't speeding through them. We crawled through them. Like I literally dropped down to like first gear. Nothing I needed 4-wheel drive for, but you didn't know how deep they were. So you'd go in the hole, and all of a sudden you just drop. And then you almost killed yourself because you didn't avoid the hole in the side of the wall that went down to the creek.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah. He wasn't paying attention. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, it was fun. No time to wash them up now. I think we're going to do the upper end in the Expedition.
A lot of ass miles.
Just because I know it's more forest roads up there and less mud. We'll probably do that in the Expedition. Otherwise, it's a long drive to do.
And I got new seats. They're not broken in very well. And my butt hurts.
I was pretty comfortable. I had to stop to stretch my gas company out. That was getting cramped up a bit. My clutch foot was good, but my gas feed was
My
pretty bad.
feet were fine. My butt.
But it was nice. It was a trip. So, not as good as the Georgia Traverse. So, the Georgia Traverse has a lot more exciting things. This is pretty. Woods, more woods and swamp, and more swamp. And no cute green. I think there was like 2 towns. The Halloween decorated. A lot of towns were decorated for Halloween.
Yeah, a lot of times were. Yeah.
Oh, then it took us through that one town all the way around,
Yeah.
and there was nothing. Like, why did it take us through this?
Well, it was. It seemed like it was. Follow the road. Oh, here's a dirt road. Go down it. Come back out. Get on the road. Oh, there's a dirt road. Go back down it.
Well, it tries to keep you on the dirt road.
Until we crossed over 95 into the eastern side, that's when we spent a lot of time in the woods.
The swamp.
Yeah.
The swamp. It's not woods. That's swamp.
But the lower east end of South Carolina is amazing how there is so much nothing. There's so much land and so much swamp and there's just so much uninhabited area.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. You'd be in the middle of nowhere, and then there'd be like posted signs, and these hunters and all are just using it for hunting purposes.
Yeah.
So there's nothing out there but maybe a Connex.
Nothing.
Some of them have a shed, and then there's those hunting things that they climb up on the towers.
Tree stands.
Yeah, the tree stands, and that's all there is. Acres and acres of land they have. Some of them fully fenced,
Yeah.
and there's nothing out there but a shed and some. So kind of cool for those people that they can just go and disappear like that in all that wood line.
Yeah.
Cars speeding by, a couple of gators.
Like,
Then going by the lake, there was a bunch of golf carts
Yeah.
as we went by that lake. I forget what lake it was. Was it Waterloo Lake? Whenever we went down there, all those houses. You see the guy outside the patio, he had a big ass screen TV on his porch right by the lake. Big screen TV right on his front porch and his couch facing it on the front porch. So kind of cool little stuff. Anyway, that's it. Definitely gas up whenever you hit a gas station. I don't care what the price is. Top off. Food and water for sure. Make sure you have your drinks and make sure you have food because, like I said, you get down into that section, there is absolutely nothing unless you want to go all the way off trail, which is like miles to go get to something.
There's
That's
a
it.
lot of Piggly Wiggly still out there.
Yeah.
If you guys even know what Piggly Wiggly is.
Some of them was like, what? That one was like brand new. Like they redid a Piggly
There's
Wiggly.
still a lot of Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, and dollar stores. You're good. As soon as you hit a town, if the town is dead, there's a dollar store. So you're good for a dollar store.
I was amazed at the amount of Piggly Wigglies out there.
I got all my food from the dollar store at the start, so. But Collinson Campground, we've already been to Collinson State Park. It was a nice campground. The showers were wonderful. The campground before we stayed at was a primitive campground.
If you go,
remember
stay
the
in
name
the
of it.
lower end, it's noisy. The highway's noisy.
If you don't like noise, that was fine. But yeah, we did 2 nights camping, 1 night hotel. Just because we weren't making it to a campsite. It already got dark and I didn't want to drive in the dark because then you miss everything. So driving in the dark is good because it's less traffic and the temps are cooler, but then you miss everything. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, good time. Now it's time to wash up. Laundry, wash the Jeeps. Till the next adventure. That's it. Peace out.
Brussels sprout.
Later, Grader. All right. Filthy. Let me show you how dirty she got. Just from spitting the mud out of her tires. Now she needs a bath. Tons of mud. Look how gross. That's the swamp mud right there. Even got on my seat. It's splattered. I wasn't even going fast. This is crawling through it. It's just my own tires. Making it all splatter up. So I'm gonna clean her up now. Give her a nice bath. Let her dry. To the next adventure. Oh look, I still got some rocks in my tires. I still got rocks all in my tires. Like rocks in my tires. Oh well. Alright. Gonna bathe her now. It was fun. Tank's deep. It's all dirty too. The bugs are gonna like this today. Yucky. His Jeep got all dirty also. All dirty. In and out. Everything needs washing. Yucky. Time to clean it up.